I am not, but my parents did not finish. So my dad went to Aquinas College and my mom went to Davenport, but neither of them finished. So I'm the first one in my family to get a degree. It was actually based on my family's geography, where we lived. I initially applied for Grand Valley, and then my dad's work moved him down to Jacksonville, Florida. So I actually started college at University of North Florida, which was like 15 minutes from the Atlantic, which was awesome. So I did homework on the beach. Eventually they moved us back up and I transferred into Grand Valley. So mostly dependent on where my family was at the time. Actually, through a conversation with my dad, I started as a marketing major because I wanted money, honestly. But he sat down and had a talk with me and was like, do you want to work in a cubicle the rest of your life, or do you want to do what you actually do? And I was in like all band classes through high school. So ultimately, a talk with my dad actually made me follow what I was actually passionate about instead of worrying about my bank account. It was tougher than I expected. There's a lot more personal responsibility than I think I was used to in high school. So that first year, for sure, there were definitely some hurdles to figure out. But you figure out how to balance work and play and that kind of stuff as you go along. Yeah, I just wish it was a little cheaper. But yeah, I mean, I love what I do, and I wouldn't change a thing about it. Yeah, so I had to take out student loans, and then I also worked a third shift job too. So I did school during the day and then worked a kitchen job at night. And so I actually learned how to cook and clean and do all that stuff. And then I would do homework till like 2 or 3 in the morning, go to bed, do it again. So it's not the healthiest way to do it, but that's what I had to do for a little while. Eventually took out a Parent Plus loan that took a little bit of burden off myself, and then started getting gigs with some local marching bands, working with schools like Orchard View, Reese Puffer, a lot of programs in the area, and that started to also bring some income in and was more experience for what I actually wanted to do in the long term. Develop better study habits a lot quicker. Like I said, like high school was a breeze for me. I finished top 10 fairly easy, and then when I got to college, it was a totally different ballgame because my parents are huge motivators and they're just not there anymore, right? And so I had to learn how to hold myself accountable. And so I think if I had to go back and give myself advice, it would be to get my butt to the library a little bit more consistently. Fun. I met a lot of people through Grand Valley's marching band that I am still friends with today. My girlfriend of 5 years and I met at Grand Valley through the marching band, and so a lot of my experiences with the ensembles and the groups that I performed with, and it was great. I would absolutely do it again. I think it depends on where your heart is at in terms of a career. Find what actually gets you to wake up in the morning. I think it's really easy to settle for what will make you financially stable, but if you're not happy in it at the end of the day, then what are you doing? Whether it's college, trade school, whatever you want to do what makes you happy. And then, I know it's cliche, but you'll never work a day in your life. I think there really is some truth to that. I love coming to work here every day. I love what I do.